I'm your host, Alan Tracy,
And I'm Rahana Power.
and today we have. Go ahead, Rahana.
Mr. Ernest Howard. Hi, how are you, sir?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good, good.
We
Hi,
are doing
Ernest.
great. Um, I have been so excited to get you on the podcast since Z-Fest.
Oh,
We saw your movie and I loved it. My partner was there at Z-Fest with us and he loved your movie. He's a basketball coach, so he was like, that is the funniest, just best, like straight on. He thought you were hilarious. It was amazing. So I have been so excited to have you on since then. So thank you for joining us. Um,
pleasure's all mine.
uh, I'll try really hard to stop fangirling out and being weird. Um, so Ernest, before we kick it off, can you tell us something
hmm
fun and interesting about yourself?
Oh man, a little bit fun and interesting about me. Well, I have an alter ego. His name is Eno Sense. That is my stage name. I do stand-up comedy. So if people don't know me, I started out in stand-up to and transitioned to film, but I got quite a few jokes under my sleeve. So hey, y'all better watch out.
Nice.
I love that. We're a huge stand-up podcast. Alan and I watch stand-up all the time. We try and like
Yep.
make sure each other are on the like know who's like got new shows and what's going on and who's coming to town. So that's awesome. Do you still do stand-up today? Like, could we
Yes, I
go to your go see you?
Yes, so I actually do. I put it on the back burner for a while because I had quite a
Mhm.
few films. Like I just finished my first feature film as the lead role that just released
Oh.
in theaters, and so I've been kind of busy with the film, and so the
Hmm.
stand up I kind of had to put it on the back burner because I'm in Minnesota, so the Minnesota comedy scene is kind of up in the air sometimes, but.
Hmm.
For the most part, I'm definitely always in my bag and creating. So when I get back to it, I got some stuff for y'all. I got pages of jokes. I'm talking about pages.
I love that. What's your process for coming up with jokes that I mean, I feel like if I ever wanted to try even attempting stand up, I would have no idea where to even start, let alone be able to come up with such like rich material. Like, do you have a process or is it just always coming to you?
And so I call myself, I'm not like the traditional comedian. A lot of comedians they find like 7 to 10 jokes and they perfect those jokes and they do those jokes at every show. But me,
Yeah.
I consider myself different. I kind of alienated myself away from the comedy scene from the other comedians because of this. But I
Mhm.
stand on this and I believe in it. I believe that a true comedian, I don't have a system. I just go to the venue ahead of time. I evaluate my crowd. I see if it's female dominated, if it's male dominated, if
Mhm.
it's an older crowd, if it's a younger crowd, or whatever it is.
Mhm.
I write my show right then and there. I've never done the same show twice ever. And I
Oh
don't believe
wow.
that. I believe a real comedian, and no slight to the other guys, I don't ever want to offend anyone, but I believe a real comedian, you can just drop me anywhere. And when you leave
Mhm.
out of there, the people would be like, hey, that guy was good without a script. You know what I mean? And so
Mhm.
the natural funny. I just believe in I reach people where they're at, and I just try to. I know what's funny to me, so I see if it's funny to them. It don't hit with everybody, but comedy is a up in the air thing. What
Mhm.
one might laugh at, the other might not. But I just go in it as authentic as I can be, and just write a personal show for that crowd and that crowd only.
Mhm.
Wow.
So does that, in transitioning to, going from stand-up to film as an actor, were you naturally drawn to comedy films, or did you have more of a desire to try and branch out and do, drama or any, the vast array of other genres?
And that's a great question. And so I've always been a funny guy, the class clown. I've always been that funny guy. But ironically, and what's funny about this is that my very first film was a comedic role, but I've never wanted to do the comedic role. It's crazy, right? I've
Really?
always wanted the drama. I always wanted like the sci-fi. I always wanted like the
Mhm.
kung fu movies. Like I wanted to be outside of what I do normally. Like I'm always funny. I'm always making people laugh. I'm always on set. We have a ball on set, but I always like to challenge myself. And so challenging myself would equal those kind of roles that would like be totally contrast to what I am, like or what I
Mhm.
actually am every day on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Interesting.
So what got you started into acting then? Like how did you uh find that path and decide to go down it? Hey everyone, we've got 20 plus episodes up for you now on our Patreon with lots of fun chats, some really great guests.
Yeah, and join for free and get extra episodes for as little as $5 a month. You can join in the link in the show notes. Check us out at patreon.com/film and beyond.
Well, it started when I was a kid. So when I was a kid, I used to perform for my mom, like Michael Jackson. I was a big Michael Jackson fan. I'm from Gary, Indiana, and that's where Michael Jackson is from. So you had to be a Michael Jackson fan if you was anything. But I grew up just performing. You know, I used to perform for
Mhm.
my mom. Her company would come over, and I would do the Michael Jackson. You know, I would always perform, and so and
Go,
then
go,
I
go, go,
found
go, go,
myself
go.
fascinated and always gravitating towards film. Like I would study the actors at a young age. I would watch them,
Mhm.
and I would be like, man, that was really believable. And so it was always drawn to me. And I told my mom before she passed, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna hit that big screen. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be right
Mhm.
there, Mom. I'm telling you. And so she passed last year, unfortunately,
So
but
sorry.
I did hit that big screen, and I know she's living through me. But I always
Yeah.
had that dream since a little kid. You know, just I just when I looked at that screen and I saw
Yeah.
those people, I said, "Man, that's what I want to do. I want to do that." And so I just believed it, and I just understood that regardless, the universe will provide an avenue for it to happen for me because I'm
Mhm.
not a typical actor. Like I'm a self-taught actor. I studied YouTube. I studied all my favorite actors. I studied all of the techniques, the
Yep.
Meisner, all of those techniques of acting. I did
Yep.
it myself because I believed in myself that much. And so I said, you know what, Ernest, if only thing that separates you from a professional actor is the opportunity. And so the
Mhm.
opportunity, I said I can create that opportunity. So I just made sure that I was prepared and I just taught myself as much as I can. And I believed in myself enough that I don't have to be the best actor, but if you can be the best directable, if you can be
Mhm.
directable to an actor, you can get
Mhm.
there. And so I just learned to take direction and learned just simple techniques, the simple things, and the rest will become natural because I want it to be natural.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, and talk about like, well, so you came from comedy, then did you like what was your first film role? Was it after you did the comedy or before? Like when did the other come? One or the other?
Okay. Yeah, so I started out, I did stand up first before the film. So stand
Okay.
up came first. I was a master barber. I was cutting hair in the barber shop, and all of my barber's buddies dared me. It's crazy how my comedy career started.
Really?
They was some haters. I'm gonna call them some haters, but I thank them for being some haters because those haters helped me catapult myself to where I needed to be. So they
Mhm.
dared me. I was like, man, I could do stand up. I'm funny. The whole barbershop always laugh, and they was like, man, that's a different kind of funny. You can't be that funny. You ain't that funny. And I was just like, okay. So we had a amateur night here in Minnesota at a club Acme
Mhm.
downtown, and so they give you 3 minutes on stage. And so the whole barbershop, they was like, we dare you to do it. We dare you. And I was like, oh man. I was like, but I believed in me. I
Yeah.
understand. I read people. I'm a people person. I read people and I understand how to communicate and how to effectively get engaged with people. And so I was like, okay,
Mhm.
forget it then. Let's do it. You ain't saying nothing. Let's go. And so I took the 3 minutes at Acme. I took those 3 minutes and I went
Yeah.
down there and two of the barbers came with me and they
Uh-huh.
brought their
Nice.
girlfriends and they was hating the whole time. They was like, I know you nervous. And I was really
Oh,
calm. It was so crazy. I was so
Yeah.
calm. I was in the most peace
Oh,
ever. And so
Hmm.
they called my name. I got up there. Long story short, I did my 3 minutes. They gave me another 3 minutes. They said encore and gave me another 3 minutes, and
Really?
they couldn't believe it. And they couldn't believe it. And so
Oh.
that
Nice.
catapulted my stand-up career. That was how my stand-up career
Hmm.
started. It's crazy, but that's how it started.
What year was that? When did you do that?
About 8 years ago. So I started about 8 years ago.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. And then at what point did you branch into film as well?
So one thing that comedy brought me, it put me in some pretty big rooms. Like I'm talking about from Country Rain, from Henry Welch to a lot of Corey Holcomb to the Kevin
Mhm.
Hart. I got to audition for Kevin Hart for
Wow.
his show. I got to meet him. So it put me in a room with a lot of people. And
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
me being the person, I'm a thinker. I always like to think. And so it just made sense. It's like Ernest, all these people are tied to all the things that you're trying to get to, make great
Mhm.
relationships. And that's what I did. I made great relationships, and I understood that one day they're going to have a connection to me getting to where I want to be. And so I
Mhm.
just made the connection. I didn't want to come off like no groupie or nothing, or somebody that's just like, hey, brother, help me. But I just made the,
That Chris
I
Rock
made the,
joke, like when he's like,
you know,
"Hey, can I have $5,000?" It's like
yes. And
everyone.
so I didn't want to come off like that. And so I pretty much basically I just made the connection and I kept it to myself. I didn't reach
Mhm.
out. I just kept that connection. And
Yeah.
so the long story short, how what catapulted me to film was I was cutting hair, and one of my clients' father was a producer on the old film. I don't know if you guys are. He was a set director on
Mhm.
Shawshank Redemption, if you guys
Wow.
are familiar with that movie.
Hmm.
And so
Mhm.
his father-in-law was the set director and everything on that film. And so he was like, "Man, my
Wow.
father-in-law is into film. I should tap you guys in. I should connect you guys." And I was like, "Man, I appreciate it. I heard that talk so many times, but
Yeah.
he actually followed through though. He followed through and he gave him my information, and his father-in-law actually contacted me from California, and I was like, "Wow." And he was
Oh
like,
my
"What have you
goodness.
done?" And I was just like, "I haven't done anything yet." And he was like, he was like, "Well, I got something for you." And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "I have some
Wow.
films filming a Hollywood film in Minnesota in 2 weeks." And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "I'm going to
Wow.
give you her number." Long story short, he gave me her number, and the rest was history from that. It's a longer story, but my very first film was I got tapped into a local group at a local group film group here in Minnesota, and they casted me as a supporting role in my first film here in Minnesota. It's on Tubi and on Amazon right now. It's called Same Girl. But I got casted as a comedic role in that very first film just based off of my audition. And so that was the very first time I was ever on camera.
Wow.
Oh,
What's it called?
that's
Same Girl. It's called Same
same
Girl,
girl.
just like the
Same
R.
girl.
Kelly
Okay,
and
okay.
Usher song. Yep, the Same Girl. And
Yes.
so, and so, so it's on Tubi. I got 4 movies on Tubi, by the way. No, I'm
Oh,
just playing.
wow.
But I do actually. But and
That's awesome.
Amazon and
Nice.
it's a little shameless plug. Hello. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, so that's pretty much how I really got catapulted into film. Like I used comedy to make those connections.
Mhm.
Those connections, I put them in my back pocket, and then I ended up talking to one of my clients, and that client connected
Yeah.
me with a producer, and that producer connected me to a producer that I got 5 Hollywood films from that one connection.
Oh my
So
goodness. That's incredible.
yes,
That's
yes, it's
amazing.
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, man. I've been working with Debo. I've done movies with Debo from Friday,
Oh, wow.
Michael J. White, Joe Keery from Stranger Things. Oh man,
Really?
Coco Brown. I've been in some big circles, and so
Wow.
I've been on some sets that's really like Aldous Hodge from Black Adam and
Yeah,
from
I
Hmm.
saw you did Marmalade. Yeah.
and I did Marmalade with him.
Yeah.
They casted me. I actually got to be a featured extra to him, so I got to follow him the whole film and
Oh,
talk
Cool.
to him
so
the
cool.
whole time and watch his technique. And so it was a blessing. I just understood the assignment. I didn't need all the speaking roles, but I
Hmm.
understood that being in this position is way far greater than sitting there just being an extra and your face scene and you just
Yeah.
walk away. So I got a
Absolutely.
multiple scenes in that movie, so it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, what an amazing experience. And to be able to like just soak everything in and learn from so many different people on all those different sets, especially big sets like that versus maybe just like a small short, here for
Yes.
something. Like that's incredible.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
it
right.
was overwhelmingly it was you could tell the difference. Like
Yeah.
I've been in a ton of short films. Like I've won best
Hmm.
actor and a lot of
Yeah.
short films. And so short films are fun. I love that because it
Yeah.
allows us to tune our craft and to always stay busy. But
Right.
those
Hmm.
big films, when you get on those sets and you get around those actors and you see how not only from the crew, from the production to everybody moving as a unit to the professionalism, you really have to learn and you really have to pay close attention because I've seen a lot of people cancel themselves out from not knowing how to handle that moment because
Hmm.
that moment is big. You can't be a groupie. You can't talk too much. You have to
Yeah.
just understand your role, your job, do your job. And if the moment presents itself, then you can conversate. But more than that, too much
Yeah.
talking, you are an irritant to the set. And it's
Yeah.
crazy. I've seen it.
And
And
it's
because
duly
everything
noted.
is
Yep.
Yeah.
and time is money, and they will tell everybody about you too. Like this guy,
Hmm.
terrible to work with.
Mm.
No kidding. Um, so all right, so you do stand-up comedy. You are an actor. Are there any other like roles on a film set that you've kind of snuck into and started trying out, or that you're interested in doing moving forward?
Great question. Great question. So I'm always trying to get my credits on the film. I need all my credits. I need them. So I actually slid into. I got two sound credits on two film because, like you said, I was paying attention and I followed the sound guy a lot, and I
Mm-hmm.
watched the sound guy do his job so much that I learned his job. And so he ended up getting sick, and for a whole week, I ran his sound, and I got a sound credit for a couple films two times
Oh
doing that
wow.
same thing just by paying attention. Like
Hmm.
I wanted to learn everybody's job from the grip to the gaff, everybody,
Yep.
the slater. I want to know. And if you do that, opportunities fall in your lap. And
Hmm.
if it's a big film, and even though I'm not casted on that film, but if there's a way that I can get on that set, you best believe I'm gonna get on that set. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's a director's assistant or anything. I'm gonna
Hmm.
be there
Hmm.
because the gems and the gold nuggets that fall off the tree around those times are priceless. And I try to tell every actor, every inspiring person that's doing anything, if you ever want to be something, at least get in the room.
Yeah.
Get in the room. If you're not in the room, you won't know. You can get bits and pieces, but if you're in the room, you hearing everything. And so I learned
Hmm.
how to do sound. I got a barber's credit on a couple films because I utilized my talent.
Yep.
I cut the producer's hair and the actor's hair. And so, man, listen,
Ah,
you gotta get in where you fit in, baby.
Nice,
You
yeah.
got
nice.
you,
I
And that's perfect 'cause
appreciate the hustle.
people love chatting when they're getting their hair cut too, so that's
yes.
perfect. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And so to answer your question, yes, as far as my overall goal, I do plan to own my own film company. I want to write and direct my own films. That's my
Oh.
goal. I have too many stories and experiences, but
Hmm.
as far as like doing other jobs on the set and
Hmm.
gravitating to some, I would do them all if it made sense.
Yeah.
And I
Hmm.
try to learn everything. I'm like an information person. I need to
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
when I grew up, we had the dictionary and the encyclopedia. So you had
Yep.
to go look for stuff. It wasn't easily accessible like that. And
Yeah.
so now that I got it, I'm an information junkie. I have to really decipher about what to keep and what to throw away. It's so
Hmm.
much information that we're available to us. And so
Right.
yeah, I mean, other than film, other than the sound and the cutting, those are probably the only ones I've done on set. But my overall, I'm definitely gonna be the head guy. I want to get my Tyler Perry on.
Love that.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I'll kind of segue a bit then in that case because you did the Z-Fest film. Um, let's talk about
Pass
that
the
for
rock.
Pass the Rock. Yep. It's not on IMDb. It should be, but
It should be
yeah, I'm not seeing it here though. I wish maybe it's just because it hasn't been like maybe Jordan just made the Z-Fest cut
updated it.
and then
Yeah.
make a
Yeah.
longer cut or something maybe.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
TBD. Um,
Definitely.
but I can't win Rahana's partner's vote because he said you had good form. What was it, Rahana?
Oh yeah. Okay. So
When
you
shooting the
yes,
basketball?
you and your son are out there and trying to have the conversation, sort of work your way in through connecting
Uh-huh.
through. basketball, and I think it was after you made the joke, or you said like I got jokes or something, or no,
Yeah.
your
You
son said
you
I
and
got
your
jokes,
sister.
and
Jokes.
then you said you and
You
your
and your
sister,
sister.
You and your sister.
which
Yep.
which was our favorite line of the whole thing. It was so good. We laughed so hard both times we watched it. So good. And then you shoot, and he was just like, his form is perfect. He leaned over, and I was like, I love it.
Hey, I got a nice shot on me. I play a little bit. I play a little bit.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that was yeah, that stuck with him for a few days afterwards. Just
I
kept like,
appreciate it, man. Like
yeah.
it's those moments like when I'm doing the film, like I don't even watch the film. I be so
Mhm.
watching everybody else's reactions to the film.
Yeah.
I don't look at the screen at all. I'm just looking around because I
Mhm.
believe that when a person has it, when that camera, when they step on that screen, you'll know it. Like their presence
Mhm.
will require your attention. You know what I mean? Like, and when
Mhm.
I see people that I know that's good from my opinion, I be drawn to them when they come on
Yeah.
Hmm.
screen. And
Hmm.
so that mainly be my focus. I just want to be relatable. I just want to be
Yeah.
like I know it's a dad like me in that film. I know it's a dad like me.
Yes.
He want to be cool, but at the same time, he trying to teach his son, but he don't want his son
Yep.
to be corny. So I just use all those things because I have three sons myself, and
Oh,
they're around his age. So it's pretty easy to go
yeah.
there because I'm at that point right now. But when you get these type of reactions from people and those certain moments stand out to people, those what really make us as an actor like really like
Hmm.
love what we do. I don't know about I can't speak for everyone else, but for
Yeah.
me, I do it acting. It's not for me anymore. I don't know if that makes
Hmm.
sense. Like for me
Yeah.
was the first one. The
Hmm.
first one was for me to say, I did it. I did
Hmm.
it.
Yes.
But once I got past that phase, it's for everybody. It's for my audience. It's for
Hmm.
people to look up like, man, he nailed that role to the point that it really changed me in a way because there has been
Yeah.
films that changed my life. Like I thought
Yeah.
he played that role so good. I was like, man, that's my brother right there, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like it really took me there. And so
Yes.
when an actor portrays that or gives you those moments that I call them iconic moments because you never forget them.
Yeah.
And as long as those are happening, I feel like, man, I'm in heaven when it comes to acting.
Hmm. So you have three sons around that age, like three like teenage age sons.
Hmm.
What do they think about the fact that their dad's an actor and he's won awards and he's gotten to be in
Yeah.
movies with like big time people and all of this stuff? Or
Hey,
are they too cool for it?
no, it's funny because I'm a dad. Like I go to every talent, I go to everything. I
Aw.
love being in my kid's life because I grew up without
Mhm.
a father, so I didn't have a
Mhm.
father at all. But
Huh.
by me not having a father, it also showed me and prepared me for what to do and what not to do for my kids. And
Yeah.
so every time a bad thing ain't always a bad thing if you really think
Mhm.
about it. And so I'm a daddy. And so when I come to their school, their friends is like, hey man, we seen your movies and it's cool. And I try not to embarrass them, but then I'm like, forget it, I'm gonna embarrass y'all. And, and I eat it up. I'll be like, yeah, man, you need me to sign an autograph? No, I'm just playing. I ain't do that. But
Well, that's
but
something
no,
that my dad would do, so that would be really funny, honestly.
I do it sometimes because I grew up like reading for their classrooms like throughout the
Oh
years. Like I'm
yeah.
I'm that parent that's gonna come to read. I
Hmm.
chaperone their field trips, and I just love that. I just love
Yeah.
like being able to transition myself onto youth because
Hmm.
people underestimate the male influence, man. It's the most taken for granted thing in the world to me because a
Huh.
father provides so many things to a person. And so
Hmm.
as a dad and then an actor dad, they
Yeah.
get them a little cool points. The girls be like, hey, his daddy famous.
Mhm.
I'll be like, son, capitalize on it. No, be popular. No, I'm just kidding. But but for the most part, it's pretty fun. It's fun having teenager kids. Like my youngest is 12 years old. My daughter, I got three
Mhm.
boys and three girls. I got the
Oh
Black Brady
wow.
bunch. You know what I'm saying? The Black Brady bunch is in the house.
I love it.
But yeah, it's fun. It's fun though. It's fun.
Oh,
What
that's so fun.
I know it's what was it like to be at Z Fest the awards night and get well, nominated first of all for Best Actor, and then win that for Pass the Rock. What was that
Yeah.
like for you?
Man, I one thing I do is I appreciate any accolades. I appreciate any recognition because they could have voted for anybody.
Mm,
They could have done anything other than put their time on me. And so Z Fest alone, like I've won in quite a few festivals. Like I won in the Crypticon, I won in the 48, I've won in pretty much all of them. Like I won my first horror film, best actor in a horror
Ooh.
short at the Crypticon festival. So I've won, but Z Fest, it's that hometown, you know what I mean? It's the
Yeah.
yeah,
all of my talented people, all of my boys out there, Jared and all those guys, and so to win one amongst our people, that one it held a little weight with me. I was
Yeah.
really proud of that moment because
yeah,
I was very fascinated at how great all of those films were. Like I was like,
Hmm.
wow. I was like, man, these Minnesota, we on our way. We next up. If we can only get a bigger tax break for our state,
Hmm.
25 million is not enough.
Yeah.
And so if we can only get a bigger one, the film companies will come here and film. But
Mhm.
Z Fest, it was a proud moment. It was a very proud moment. I was very happy at the competition because when you
Hmm.
win amongst great competition,
Yeah.
mm,
it gives you a pat on the back for yourself. Even though
Hmm.
you don't do it for yourself, I appreciated Jordan and all those guys over there at Jordan Lynn Productions. Me and Jordan has
Yeah.
been locked in for quite a while.
I
Like he
noticed
is
that. Yeah.
that's my brother right there, man.
Yeah.
Jordan, very talented individual right there, man.
Hmm.
I look forward to seeing him as he grows even more and grow to bigger films. But Z Fest winning amongst my people, it was big. I was so proud of that, and I hold Z Fest at a real high level of award ceremonies and
Hmm.
recognition amongst us actors. I really appreciate the work that they do as far as like giving exposure to our city and exposure to our actors and exposure to our filmmakers and even our team of our gaffers. Our We just have a really great community here in Minnesota, and so I said, man, listen. If I got acknowledged amongst my community, I don't care if I do nothing else. I won. You know what I mean? I won when
Yeah.
you win amongst your people, that award means any more than anything right there. Because
Yeah.
man, I work with these people. I work with Jared. I work with all those guys. Like
Hmm.
Jared taught me how to fight on film, and so when I see their film just sweeping, doing great, everybody's films, and then I win Best Actor amongst all of that talent, it was a very
Hmm.
humbling moment, but it was also a very proud moment for me and myself because I dedicated that to my mom. She had just passed,
Yeah.
and so I was like, Mom, look, this one for you, because like I said, I don't claim to be the best actor. I don't want to be the best actor to keep it real.
Hmm.
I just want to be directable and be able to give that producer what he asked for on that film. If I can do
Hmm.
that, that's all that matters to me.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were so excited when you won. We were towards the back, and um I I was like waiting as if I was as if it was our film too. And I was like, if Ernest doesn't win, then this is a joke. It's like he's gotta win. Absolutely the best. And then when you won, we just
I
roared.
appreciate that
It was
Yeah.
so
so
much.
exciting.
Very
Hey,
happy
I
to see
felt
it.
y'all
Yeah.
energy in the back. I felt y'all
Oh
energy.
yeah,
I felt it. I felt it. I was like,
we were
whoop,
there.
whoop.
We were keeping it alive. Yeah.
You guys are
Um,
awesome. Awesome.
so curious, I'm always curious about this. As an actress, I'm curious about this for all actors. Do you have like favorite uh actors of yours, whether it's to watch or that you're just really influenced by as an actor?
Oh man, I study them all, but if I had to narrow it down, I don't really have one favorite because I have
Yeah.
a favorite in all of the genres. If that
Oh
makes sense,
yeah.
like
Absolutely.
I gotta so Denzel is my number one guy in acting.
Hmm.
But I
Yeah.
give Denzel, but I also love Leonardo DiCaprio. I love that
Hmm.
guy. I
Hmm.
love Al Pacino. I love Robert De
Yeah.
Niro. I love Samuel L. Jackson and
Hmm.
a ton of others. And then I have my female category, so
Yeah.
I have so many categories, but if I had to narrow it down, I'll say Denzel Washington
Yeah.
and I'm gonna do the I gotta give a sex for a male and a female sex.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington and whoo, my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Man,
tough one.
It was hard.
that was tough. I mean, I love Angela Bassett, man. I love
Mm.
Angela Bassett. And I forget my one actress name. She played in The Woman King for
Oh,
Viola
Black
Viola
Panther.
Davis.
Davis.
Yes, that's my girl right
Oh,
there. Viola Davis.
Talk
yes.
about Denzel
Like she
also and Antoine Fisher and Viola Davis. Yeah.
yes. Yes. And
Hmm.
so it all titles back, but I take something from them all. Like
Yeah.
when I first started acting, I went to YouTube and I would watch all of their stories, and all of
Hmm.
their stories had all of the same things in common. They
Yeah.
saw it, they believed it, and they actually had to step outside of themselves to become
Mhm.
certain roles. And in the
Yeah.
process of doing that, you have to be very mindful and to not be consumed because, as you know, we had some actors lose their life and things
Hmm.
like that because the role is that challenging. Like I was
Yeah.
reading a story about Jim Carrey about when he was playing in his earlier years, how he got so
Hmm.
consumed in the role that he couldn't even turn off the role. And he
Yeah.
said he lost some relationships and things. And so
Hmm.
I really that's a you gotta balance it. You gotta have a
Yeah.
balance when it comes to those things.
Interesting.
You do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I don't know if you take classes locally here, but I do recommend Lily Rains whenever she has another
Ah,
class coming up. And she
second time
specifically
that's
she's
the second time that's
amazing.
been recommended to me.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's absolutely wonderful. I just finished her first class not too long ago, and she
Mhm.
actually really focuses on that, on the fact that yes, like we have all this work to do and we have all this preparation and we want to bring, the truest version of this character, alive, but we also don't want to use our personal experiences in order to get there because then you're really messing with yourself and with your well-being. And if
Yes.
you're clicking into your own trauma, your brain doesn't know that it's for this, it just knows you're in your trauma.
Yes.
And so like
Yes.
really
Wow.
creating and owning a process that allows you to do all that without with creating memories for the
Yes.
character so that you aren't using your own. So it's exactly what you're talking about. So I
And
think you would
that is
love this.
so true. So that's so
Hmm.
true because people, like you said, the universe don't know if you're joking or not. So that's
Yeah.
why I be mindful of what comes out of my mouth, especially if
Hmm.
I tell my friends, if I'm going to hypothetical anything, it's going to be me winning the lottery or something. I'm not
Exactly.
hypothetically if I break my leg or if this
Yep.
goes bad or anything that I don't want to experience in my reality because I believe
Yeah.
in like your energy,
Hmm.
how energy goes, energy flows. And so that
Hmm.
is totally 100% true because at one point I tried to use an old trauma to
Hmm.
gain insight for a role, but I ended up being miserable. It messed up my
Yeah.
mood. It messed up. So I didn't do that anymore. I just said,
Hmm.
Ernest, you know what? Let's find a different way. And so I
Yeah.
found a way to I asked a lot of questions. I'm a question person to the
Yeah.
producer and the writer. I'm like that guy to be like, hey, so when you was writing about this character, what was some of the things you was trying to bring out of this character? Like, what was it?
Hmm.
What if you was him, what would you bring? You know what I mean? Those type of things,
Yeah.
not that you'll use it word for word, but you can put that little
But
seasoning in your food and you take a little seasoning from over there, you
mhm.
got some good gumbo, girl. Hello.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Um, I love it. I could talk
So
about this the entire time, but
so
Alan, go ahead.
since then, yeah, yeah. Is there something that you really like to try out with your process? Maybe the same thing, or like it sounds like with your comedy, you do something new each time. So is
Mhm.
that similar to your acting process? How does that work for you?
So the comedy is I'm able to do that, but for the acting, I have to channel the same techniques. So I have to memorize like the muscle memory of
Yeah.
the same techniques, so to
Right,
speak.
right.
So
Hmm.
as much as I would love to bring something different, but as you know, acting is a technique. We're trying to make it as believable as possible.
Yeah.
That is the key. If I acting, I didn't even know for a while, like acting your eyes, there's eye acting, there's
Hmm.
facial expression acting. Like there's so many levels to acting that I'm still learning. And but
Yeah.
I do want to just I want to I just want to do a psycho guy. I just want to be like a Norman Bates guy role.
Yeah.
I want to do a medieval movie, man. I want to be Conan, the Black Conan
Oh,
or something, whatever it is.
love it.
And a kung fu movie. I wanted those are films that I grew up on, man. The
Hmm.
Iron Fist. Like people don't know, like these things is like for an actor, that's like walking into a candy store and they say you can have any piece of candy. And you
Hmm.
like, I want a piece of all of it. I do.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like so many people that we've talked to locally have kind of said the same thing when it comes to like an action movie and they want it, they're like, I want to move and I want to fight and I want to choreograph, I want to like do all the things and really get into it. And so there's got to be a lot of that coming down the
A
pipeline here soon,
ton,
I
a
would think.
ton of it. And I
Yeah.
did a lot of it. Like I did a lot of short films and I actually fought combat. I did a film with Bill Cooper. I don't know if you guys familiar with
Yeah.
Bill. You
Yep.
familiar with
Hmm.
Bill? So
Oh yeah.
I did a film with Bill Cooper in North Dakota. It was called Charcoal
Go,
Skies,
go, go, go,
actually.
go, go. Okay.
And so I had to do a fight coordinating scene through that because we had to do a fight, a kill scene on camera with a
Hmm.
knife, a fake knife. And so, but during that, just that fighting process took hours, but they only
Hmm.
used 10 seconds of it. They only
Oh
used 10
wow.
Yep,
seconds
yep.
of it. It took
Oh man.
hours. I mean, sweating, mosquitoes bite you on the head,
Oh no.
and they used 10 seconds of it. And that's
Mhm.
how film is, though.
But
You just
it
never
is.
know what makes that final cut. So
Yeah.
Exactly. And the whole process is so fun that it almost you're not it's less of a disappointment ever if something doesn't make it because oh no, I did this and it's not there. It's oh no, I was so excited because it was so much fun and now nobody gets to see how much fun we had. Like it was
yeah,
such an enjoyable process. So absolutely. But I love that you still got to do that. That's so cool.
yes, I loved it. I loved it.
Nice. Have to check that one out. Charcoal Skies.
Yes.
Is
Yep,
that on Tubi?
it's on Tubi as well. Yep,
Okay.
Yes. Okay,
yes, it
awesome.
is.
All right, Ernest. If you could tell your younger self something, what would it be?
If I could tell my younger self something, that is an easy one. Dream big, young man. Dream big. Hey, that's the number
Yeah.
one thing I give to anybody. Dream big
Hmm.
and do not let anybody pour some water on your dream.
Mm.
Only time they will hate on your dream because they can't see themselves in that position and achieving it. And so I would
Hmm.
tell my younger
Mm.
self, go for it. Because I
Hmm.
do it now, but if I could have started a long time ago going
Yeah.
for it, it'd have been a lot different. They told you keep your heads
Yeah.
out the clouds, son. Get your head out the sky. That's
Yeah.
not reality. That's not natural. Look, that's not. So all of that
Hmm.
noise, I would tune it out and just go
Yep.
for mine because there's no losses, there's no failures in life. People don't understand
Yeah.
this. You do not fail in life. You got lessons from that moment. Whatever you went through,
Hmm.
you got lessons, or it prepares you for another moment. So there's
Hmm.
never a loss in anything that we go through in life, whether it's good to your naked eye or bad. It's just you got to take a step back outside of self and see what's the lesson in this.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And I feel like so many kids, especially, could just use hearing something like that. Because you're right, like that's not normally what the language that's being used with them is. It's
Yes.
really no, you need to live in the real world and not, yeah, dream. That if that's what you want to do, make it happen.
Dream.
Go for it. Have fun. And so I love that that's your message. Um,
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
mm,
Especially when the messaging as parents, as you may know, as a parent,
yeah.
is like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I also want to make sure you can provide for yourself. And like the fear is like for our generation, especially, well, I don't know, I can't guess your generation, but our general generation is like you grow up and you get a job and or go to school, whatever,
Yes.
so that you can pay the bills, so to speak, and
Yeah.
then you kind of die on the inside. Like, where's the dream of that? Like,
Yeah.
where's the dream in that?
It's
Versus
none.
like exactly
Hmm.
like okay, I did everything I was supposed to do, but then
But now I'm
Now
not
what?
happy.
yeah,
You're not
Yeah.
happy on the inside. You have no self-fulfillment. You
then
just
you get
fit
Hmm.
into a
sucked into
box.
some social media thing, and then that's your life or
Yeah.
whatever. It's like
You became a robot pretty much.
Yeah.
You accepted your role in the Matrix. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I like it. I
Yes.
You
like it.
accepted your role. You accepted it.
Accepted the role. Didn't even get to hang out with Keanu Reeves in the process.
Nope.
That's just a
None of that.
waste.
Mr. Anderson.
It's a
You just took the
waste.
pill and ate it. You just ate the pill.
Yeah,
Just ate
exactly.
it.
Oh, all right. Can you speak a little bit to any of your favorite roles that you've gotten to portray? If you have any favorites. I know it's kind of hard, but
Oh, I do. I got some favorites. So I think I had a favorite. I shot a movie with Tyrese and Michael J. White and Home Green from Rocky, the big
Mhm.
Draco. I shot with him.
Yeah.
The guy from what was that? Twilight, the werewolf guy, the guy that played
Oh,
the werewolf. The
Taylor
boyfriend.
something.
Yeah, that
Yes.
sounds
Yeah.
right.
So
Yes. Yeah.
so I shot the film with those guys. It was in Rockford, Illinois, I
Hmm.
believe, or one of those in Illinois. But it has to take the cake because during that film, I got to ride in live tanks. I'm talking about I got to see the real life, the 50 cows, got to live in it was just the awesome experience because I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah.
And so I got to do it twice. I did one with Andrew Stecker. It was called The Winter Storm.
Mm-hmm.
I did a film with him, but I didn't like that one because we was freezing.
Oh,
Even though it was some tanks and stuff out there, but man, my feet was so, black people don't like cold.
I
I
don't
live in
either, so I
Minnesota,
get
but I
it.
don't like it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't
I
either.
don't think
And
people like
so
cold.
hey, we complain about it, but we sure stay
We're
here in
here.
Minnesota. We,
Right,
I take
right.
the code over the earthquakes and the flooding and all that
And
And the
other
the
stuff. I take
fires.
it
hurricanes,
over all that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
I take it. But that role right there, I played a soldier in that film, and then I guess my other one would be this film I just wrapped that just came. I played a husband in a movie called The Wrong Man that just it just released in theaters a couple last week actually at the
Really?
Woodbury 10. We had the premiere and
Oh.
everything, and so I that was because it was my very first lead role as in the film, and
Hmm.
so
Oh,
and I got to play like a psycho guy. And so
Ooh.
that was pretty fun, it was fun. But those two right there take the cake though.
Oh, I love it. All right, The
wow.
Wrong Man.
Can't wait to see
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Streaming on Tubi right
that's
now,
awesome.
guys. Go
It's
check
on
it out.
Tubi right now.
On Tubi.
Yes, sir. It is.
I
Oh,
th- I think we just I think we just need to go to Tubi.
Yeah.
Can we?
I mean,
I feel like you can search for people and it'll bring up everything they've done. So if we just search for you, maybe like
it should
it'll.
pop up.
I
Yeah, I
love
got
it.
about 3 or 4 of them on there, so it should. But yeah,
That's
Tubi,
awesome.
Amazon Prime,
Yep.
Roku, Peacock, all of those
Hmm.
streaming platforms is there though. But yeah, so Wrong Man,
nice.
that one was fun though. That was fun.
Hmm.
What's it about?
Oh,
The,
It's about let me see. I don't want to give you too, man, you gotta go see it. I can't give you
yeah.
nothing.
Spoiler
It's
alerts.
so this movie, I mean, just think about the title and just run with that.
I
Just think about it.
love it.
The Wrong Man.
Hmm.
It can be
Is
anything you
it
want it to be.
is it uh
It's
drama,
a drama.
thriller?
Yes, a
Okay.
oh,
drama thriller. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. I
you do the
like
math.
it. Okay. That's exciting.
Every time I explain, I mess it up. So I ain't gonna say nothing. I mess it up. They be
You're
like,
good.
"Oh, well, that was the whole movie." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean it."
I do the same thing. I get so excited and then I just overshare and everybody's like,
Yes.
"Well, now we don't need to see it." I'm like, "You should
So
anyway."
don't be like me.
oh my
Oh,
God. So, um, when it comes to like other films that have inspired you or have other inspiring points for you, do you have any particular films that come to mind or things that have influenced you as an actor or as now maybe eventually a filmmaker too? It sounds like Denzel in the sense where
yeah.
it's like he starts
Yes.
acting and then, yeah.
You gravitate like Quentin Tarantino, those guys like
Hmm.
start out as actors and they gravitate. So I I have quite a few inspirational films, like films as far as like really like told me that hey, this right here is for real. I would have to say one of the most amazing performances that I've seen would be Jamie Foxx playing Ray in the movie Ray.
Hmm.
If
Yes.
like when he played Ray Charles, like people don't understand. Like he had his eyes like it was so much volume. He should have won 2 Oscars for that to me.
Yeah.
He should have won two. But that performance and that one and one more, people they be hating on me for this one, but Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street. That man, like that it showed me range from him. I've seen him in the
Yes.
love stories. I've seen him as the little kid. I've seen,
Yeah.
but that role right there, man, come on, man.
That
And
was
they
something else. Yeah.
got to give him his flowers. That guy right
Hmm.
there is very inspirational to me.
Yeah. That was a crazy It's one of my partner's favorite Leo movies, I think.
Yeah,
'Cause he's just
Crazy.
it
it
is crazy.
all over the
Yeah.
place. Yeah. I love
Quaaludes,
that.
who'd have thought? You know, it's
Do
like
you right?
I know they be like that one at all. It's
Right?
not that.
in
It's
the
not the
80s.
quality.
That's no,
It's
I'm just
it's not the quality of the movie though.
It's
It's
the
more so
performance.
I'm watching it from an actor's perspective. It's the
Yeah.
performance that
Hmm.
gets me. Like he has so many ranges in that film. Like his range was
Yes.
all over the place. Like his range was from calm, peaceful, intellectual to crazy insane to man, I
Yeah.
love that film. That film was crazy.
Yeah. It for an actor that's the like most fun kind of role right there because you get to do a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite? I feel like I ask questions that I wouldn't want to answer because I'm indecisive, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Do you have a favorite Denzel movie?
Yes, I do. My
Okay.
favorite Denzel movie is Malcolm X.
oh,
Mm, yep.
He
Absolutely.
he has some range in that movie. Oh my God. It's and Denzel got a ton of work, but I
Yeah.
believe like I base a lot of film off of how it triggers my emotion. How does
Yeah.
it emotionally? And it's not so
Hmm.
much of the circumstance. It's when I look at him and what
Hmm.
he is saying and his deliverance and did
Yeah.
he make me be in that moment where he is right now? And
Yes.
it blew me away. Blew me away.
Hmm. Yeah. He's he's one of the best to ever do it for sure. Um, okay. Is there something that you really want to do now more than ever?
I really want to. So right now, I'm just going to base it on where I'm at right now, not
Yes.
not
Mhm.
future based, but where I
Yeah.
am right now. So where I am right now, I am manifesting. I am trying to deliberately create an opportunity to star in one of 50 Cent's movie series that he has on
Yeah.
Stars right now. So he has 4 movie series. I'm really
Mhm.
trying to land a role in one of those because I have a friend of mine and he landed one, a
Oh,
friend
that's
of
so
mine from New
cool.
York. Yep. So he's in New York, and I did my very first comedy show out of state was in New York. The barbers couldn't believe that one either. But I got flew to New York and I got to do a comedy show in front of about 1,300 people.
Wow.
And when I met a guy, a comedian there, and we ended up we was still cool. And man, he ended up getting a role on that show. So right now, I met 50 Cent. Actually, I met him at the High V here in Minnesota.
What?
At a it was a line of people. He had a his liquor line. He was promoting his
Oh,
oh,
liquor
yeah.
line.
Hmm.
And so he was in High V and the line was through, I'm talking about around the
Whew.
block. And I
But
waited, but I noticed I was the only one in line with my headshot.
yep.
And so
There you
and
go.
so I gave 50 Cent and his manager my headshot and they laughed. They was like, man, out of all these people, your ass, I mean, excuse my language,
Oh, you're
yourself.
good. You're good.
Those is what he said. He
yeah, yeah,
said it.
Yeah.
He
quote
said, Yo
unquote.
Buns is the only one that came with a headshot. And I said, hey man, look, take advantage of the opportunity, 50. I'm trying to
Yeah.
manifest this. And he said, hey man, I'm gonna keep this. And he said, if you believe it, we'll be working together soon. And so I
Oh,
believe that that's my next manifestation of what I want right now.
oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I will
Ah,
manifest with you, and as long as you let us know once that happens, 'cause we're cheering for you. So,
I will do
Little
it. Thank you so much.
little note for
yes.
you. Rahan and I
Nah,
did a music video for a now deceased Mike Dreams.
Yeah.
Uh,
what?
he had a
Yeah.
song in Power the series, So
Hmm.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
so
yeah, rest
that's
in peace to Mike Dreams, man. Rest
yeah,
in peace. I
Yeah.
remember.
So
That was
sad.
sad. That was sad.
Hmm.
I
yeah,
loved his body of work. Had a great body of work.
yeah.
Yeah. He was
We
awesome.
did songs on the
Mm.
radio. That was the music video we
Yep.
made with
That's
him.
super cool, man. See
Yeah.
how the universe be tying stuff together? See how
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I
exactly.
love it's a co-creative world for a reason. Like people don't
Hmm.
understand the co-creative process. Like everything exists because we all believe it to exist. And so
Yes.
that I really hold that as a high thing when I deal with people because
Hmm.
just get in the energy. I believe in life like this. Life is full of positive things. And it's like hot potato. When it's coming, you got to pass it on. You can't hold it or it'll
Yes.
pile up on you. Good information, good energy should always transfer of hand. And as long
Yeah.
as you're doing that, you are in flow to me. And
Hmm.
and the only way you can get out of flow is if you stop the flow and you pile it up, or you just disconnect and go off into some negativity. So
Yeah,
I believe that.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So full circle, a little Rahana power to the show power, and now 50 Cent's whatever power movie
Right.
series, whatever he does. I know he did Ghost and all that and
He
things.
got
Yeah.
Ghost, Power, BMF, and Raising Canaan. He got quite a few.
Whew.
Raising
He
Kanan?
is busy.
Yeah. Hey,
Wow.
that's one of the best shows too, man. His shows are amazing. Nice
Okay.
work.
Love
Wow.
it.
So what is up next for you here in 2025? What is on the horizon for or releasing or
Yeah.
working on if you can talk about it, but
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's on the horizon? Remember I told you guys about I got from that one movie deal, I got about 5 Hollywood films from that film. And so
Hmm.
the producer, for some reason, he never put the films out. But now I just looked on Facebook, and one of the films are is about to release here. It's a film series called Halfway House. I shot it with Mano, with Sticky Fingers from
Okay.
Onyx, with Damian Hall from the group Guy. It was quite a few people, quite a
Okay.
few celebrities. We shot it in California about a couple years ago, so it's finally making the mainstream now, about to come out. I have a movie with Debo from Friday, right before he passed. I shot
Hmm.
his last movie as well.
Oh,
That
wow.
movie is coming out soon. But this year right here, 2025, I'm going to get on that 50 Cent thing. That's my thing.
Hmm.
that's
I'm
your main
right now I'm
focus.
just
Yeah.
getting my media together, getting
Yep.
my
Hmm.
Real,
marketing together,
all that
put my
stuff.
reel together, cuz I have a ton of work that I can create so many reels. And I'm going to get
Yeah.
my reel together, and I'm manifesting that. So you will 2025. Let's see. We're halfway over the mark, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
We're
Yep.
about halfway there. July, or
Hmm.
we're a little bit over half. So
Just, yeah.
for 2025, I'm just expecting those two films to come out right now. And I'm really gonna put my hand and see if I can at least get casted before this year is over with 50 Cent. I got a friend
Oh,
that's in there, like I told you, and I told him, man, anything you can give me to get me in that room, give me that information. I'll do the rest. I don't need no handout. Just
yeah.
give me a hand up. A
Oh,
hand up is better than a handout. I'll take that.
yes.
Yes.
I love it.
I'll take any hand I can get getting into the cyberpunk movie that are making. I'm just like, yeah,
Uh,
I'll
Right.
do
they
anything
got
for that film. It's just like, yeah,
Yes, exactly. Like some things people don't know. I've driven like 9 and 10 hours to a movie set just to sit there and don't even get on the film. Like
Hmm.
people don't know. Like I've been an extra on the film. I sat there 30 hours just to be an extra, but I
Yep.
made the best out of my 30 hours. That 30 hours, I learned everybody's job. You can believe that.
Hmm.
I learned how everything goes and everything. So, man, it's 2025. Let's make it work, man. Dreams are
Yeah.
coming true because I know mine are, and y'all are on the same frequency as me because we're here talking.
uh,
So y'all dreams are gonna come
Yeah.
true too. You heard me?
so inspiring.
I love
Yeah.
it. I'm in.
Yes, indeed.
Ellen?
Where can people find your work well, we talked about Tubi already, so
Should
go
be for
check those
sure.
out. But
Yes, sir.
also where can they follow you and support you? Social media, whatever.
Mhm.
Man, so you can follow
Comedy.
me on YouTube at I am Eno Sense, IAMENOSENSE. On Instagram, I am Eno Sense, E.NONSENSE. Facebook, I'm Ernest Eno Sense Howard. And I just try to be consistent. All of my pages are consistent. They have the same things on all of them. So I learned that don't be inconsistent. You can't post about your mom them all day on it and then post your movies. It'll get you
Yep.
out the algorithm. But
No
I
kidding.
am way
Yeah.
off algorithm for sure.
uh, I'm still getting up on the TikTok thing, man. I ain't figured TikTok out for nothing. TikTok is for the younger
Yeah.
generation, I see.
I feel
Us
like every
older
time
guys, we Facebook. I do Facebook.
yeah,
Yeah, you can
anytime I
tell what
even think
generation
that I
based on
I,
which
I,
understand it,
social
it's
media.
changing. It changes so
I don't
quickly.
understand it at all, but it does. But I do my due diligence to stay in the loop. And
Yep.
it's a good thing that you got kids. Kids, they keep you in the loop. My son was like, "Dad, what are you doing, man? Hit the 4K on the video, dude. You just film it in regular." I said, "Oh, it's a 4K? I ain't even know, son. Let me push it. I'm sorry."
Amazing. It's like with like the new kids slang. Like I feel like it changes every couple of years. So you got kids, so you always know when things are changing and what I hear stuff
Yes.
when my niece tells me and she's 8 and she just said I don't know, she said something the other day. She said like sus. And I was like,
That's
I
us,
didn't know what
mom.
that is. And then yeah, and I was like, first of all, excuse me, what'd you call me? Second of all, what are we talking about? And then like a week later, she's like, "Yeah, we don't say that anymore. That's not cool." I'm like,
Yes. Sus,
"My
mom.
bad.
It's
Nope, I'm
it's
sorry."
suspect, mom.
Yeah,
Suspect. Sus.
yeah,
That's sus. Like my son called me bro. I was like, "Who you talking to, boy? I'm your daddy." But then he was like, "Dad, not like that. It's just the slang. It's just
yeah.
everybody called each other bro." And I was just like, "Oh, okay, all right, all right."
Yeah,
I
the
thought I was gonna
bro
have
Oh,
to give you
culture
one of these.
thing that it's
oh,
like,
so
what?
funny.
Why?
I am not your
Uh,
bro. That's your brother right there,
yeah,
son. I'm
Yes.
your
yep,
daddy.
yeah. So like, there are a couple things you can call me. That is not one of them.
Yes, that's not it. That's not it.
Oh
Make,
man.
make me feel small. Don't do that, son.
Right? Yeah. Oh man. All right, Ernest, last question. This is the big one.
Let's get it.
What do you want people to remember most about you? Whether it's from watching your work or from working with you or anything.
Well, I guess if I want everybody to remember me and to always if they see I'm an energy person. I love everybody. I just love people. I love this earth. I love being here. I love interacting with people. I love the new relationships. Like for a long time I took that for granted. Like my childhood was totally hard. It was a hard childhood. And then my adolescence years, everything was hard. It was hard. I didn't say it was bad because I got
Yeah.
great things from those lessons. But I when I learned from going through all of those experiences is to love everybody. I don't care what color you are. I love the hell out you. Until you prove me wrong, I am one of those guys that's loyal to the soil until you show me otherwise. And
Mhm.
so if one thing that just when they see me, just hey, that guy is full of love. That's it. Just love. If they
Oh,
remember me, just know that he smiled a lot and he wanted everybody else to smile too.
oh, that makes my heart happy. All right. Well, you
Oh,
made us smile so much tonight. So I can say that for sure.
I
Thank you
appreciate you
so
guys.
much
Yeah.
for being on and
Right.
chatting with us. I have been looking forward to this for a very long time. So this is a mini dream come true for me. So thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Hey, Alan and Rihanna, you guys are awesome. I look forward to the second one because you guys' energy is just
Yes.
so wonderful. I would love to support you guys. Feel free to tag me in anything because like I said, this is a network of relationships, and this relationship just doesn't stop here of what we can do for one another, but what we can do for one another, if that makes sense. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
Absolutely.
I appreciate you
absolutely.
guys having me on and all of you guys' audience. I appreciate you guys for listening or watching or whatever y'all doing right now or whenever we post it.
Yes.
But
Oh,
thank you guys though, Rihanna and Alan. I appreciate you
yeah.
guys so much and being so thorough and being patient with lining our schedules up because I know you guys are busy just like me.
Oh, no, absolutely. It's a crazy industry, even here. So absolutely.
Yeah.
And thank you so much to everyone watching, everyone listening. Until next time, this has been Film and Beyond. Well done.